I'm going to tell you a story. Would you like to have God be impressed with you and Jesus be so impressed with you that he makes a point to share everything you do? I'm going to tell you a story about that, a person that has that happen to him. In Matthew 8, verse 5. Now, when Jesus had entered Capernaum, a centurion came to him, pleading with him, saying, Lord, my servant is lying at home, dreadfully paralyzed and dreadfully tormented. And Jesus said, I will come to him. As a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, we have to be willing to go to one person. It's not just when you're doing a Bible study or when you have a group at your house or if it's Sunday morning. You have to be on call 24/7 when somebody needs you, somebody that has a hurt, somebody that needs ministry. You need to be willing to go, just like Jesus did. Jesus didn't just preach to the 5,000. He preached to the one-on-ones, like the woman at the well. So here goes. And he said, Jesus said, I will come and I will heal him. And the centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that you should even come under my roof, but only speak the word, and my servant is healed. Now that is faith. I mean, that is great faith. Can you speak the word and not have to go all the way across the country? Somebody's been talking to me where I'm staying right now and said, Joan, you really need to get on YouTube and stop traveling so much and do things and take advantage of the technology that we have. You don't have to go to each spot. You can just speak the word from your iPhone or from your computer, and miracles can happen around the world. So the Lord wants us to know that you don't have to. So if you have friends in a different area, down the street, down the neighborhood, kids that live across the United States, you can pray and see the answers because God said, speak the word, because he spoke the world into existence by the words of his mouth. And our words are so important. So if you speak negative words, you're going to get negative stuff. If you speak those things which are not into existence, then they're going to have, as a man thinketh, he becomes. So think about you doing miraculous, people coming out of wheelchairs. I start thinking about, wow, I'd like to do some big crusades and go here and go there and do that. And then when I think about it, then I kind of visualize it, and then it starts happening. And that's what faith is. So anyway, so I go on. So the city answered, Lord, I am not worthy that you should come under my roof, but only speak the word and my servant will be healed. So I am, he says, I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me. And I say to one, go, and he goes. And I say to another, come, and he comes. And I do that to my servants. And Jesus heard this. When Jesus heard this, he marveled. Do you want Jesus to marvel over what you do? He marveled. And then he calls his disciples. He marveled, and he said to those that followed him, surely I say to you, I have not found such great faith in all of Israel. So great faith is believing that you can see things done without even having to go there. This centurion understood the authority that Jesus had and that he could just speak the word and his servant would be healed, which when he went home, he found his servant healed. Do you know what? You start speaking the word of what you want to be in your life, what you want for your children. What if you want to get married, you need to speak, what do you want in your husband? What kind of husband do you want? I watched Youngie Cho, a special thing on Youngie Cho, and this lady said, I want to get married. And he says, well, what kind of husband do you want? Oh, I don't know, just whatever. He said, no. And he sat there with her and said, no, you have to visualize this. How tall do you want him? And she said, oh, about 6 foot. Do you want him fat or skinny? Okay, what color eyes and hair and what kind of job, what kind of personality. And then when he got through this long list, he said, now do you see your husband? She goes, yes, I do. I see what kind of husband I want. Then that's how you pray and you speak the words of life. So I want to encourage you, speak life, just say the word. And my servant was healed. So you just start speaking the word, not your word, the word of God and what it says, and see the miracle power of God flowing through you.